Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see. Are we? We are live. All right, I'm going to share quickly with the groups. Oh, come on. We want the VIPs. And where's our team? Okay, I think we're good. Mute that. So, all righty. Let's see who's going to hang out with us now. Hello, Miss Sherry. Glad you could make it. Okay. All right. I think we look good. I look like a fright, and I apologize. Yeah, it's one of them days. The hair just went up in a sloppy ponytail, and we got some housework done because I worked yesterday. Hello, Lori. Hello, Sue. So today's been a crazy busy day trying to do samples for the class tonight. And then, of course, all the things. All the things. All righty. Let's see. I know. Hi, Deb. Glad you could join us. I know Miss Nancy probably won't be joining us. She's not feeling the best. So I did chat with her earlier today. Hey, Lori. Glad you're here. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I know winter's barreling down on us like a ton of bricks. Ton of bricks for sure. It's pretty chilly today. Matter of fact, husband started the fire before he left this afternoon for work. So I have a blazing fire downstairs. Anywho, we'll give everybody a couple seconds to join us, and I'll go over our typical housekeeping stuff. So I'm just going to switch over to my desk view here so you can see everything we've got. Couple things. First of all, tomorrow is the last day to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin if you want to get in on the October kit, which will be a Christmas kit, and it will coordinate with November's as well. Oh, you finally turned down your heat there, Lori? Yeah, I think now everybody's caving at this point. We've reached a certain level, and now you got no choice. Anywho, tomorrow's the last day to get on the new October kit. It will be a Christmas themed kit, and it is going to coordinate with the November kit, which will also be Christmas themed. You're going to get an early espresso ink spot with this one. You're going to make 9 cards, each of 3 designs. You will have coordinating envelopes, and it looks like it's going to be a really cute kit. Multiple ways to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. You can do the recurring subscription. You can do a prepaid. In prepaid plans, you can do just a single month. You can do 3, 6, 12. It's all up to you. It's very customizable. You can pause when you need to pause, or you can keep on keeping on if you want to. Oh, your husband has it 75 in the house? Yeah, that's a little warm, I have to agree. But you know what, Sherry, I'm in the same boat. My husband gets that fire going. It gets mighty warm in here. So my craft room, thank goodness, I can shut the door and it keeps some of that heat out. And life is much better that way. During the month of October, we do have a starter kit special. Normally, our starter kit, it's always the best deal in the catalog. Always. You get $99 or you get $125 for the product, and you pay $99 and you get free shipping. However, for the month of October, they sweetened the pot. Now you can get $155 in product, and you still only pay the $99 plus tax free shipping. So if you missed out on free shipping the other day, on Tuesday, we have that whole 24 hours of free shipping and you missed it, this is the way to get in on free shipping. You get the starter kit. There's no obligation after you get the starter kit. You just get it. You get $155 worth of product in the mail, and then you can decide from there. If you want to continue saving 20%, you just need to continue to place orders for yourself, and you'll save 20% on every order you place. If you don't want to do that anymore, and you just want that one kit, there's no Stampin' Up! Police that are going to be calling you and saying you have to place orders, you have to place orders, you have to place orders. So again, it's an opportunity to try it out, see if you like saving that 20%. And there's the opportunity to get to the point where you save 25%, which is always great as well. So just something to think about if that is on your horizon. We also have the birthday card organizer kit. I did not think to look before I came on here to see if it was still available. I know it's been very popular. Again, this is a no stamping kit. Everything is there for you, but it's a nice little organizer. It's a wire bound booklet basically, and it has pockets, and it has 12 cards that you can put together. Again, no actual stamping. You're just going to put them together. It's a kit. And it's got sticker sentiments and whatnot. And you're going to be able to list all of your birthdays. You're going to have one envelope per month. So you have your January, February, March, April, May, and then you can put everybody's name on that month that has a birthday, and you can organize your cards in there. So then all you do is when that month comes, you get your cards ready and they go out in the mail. I personally ordered this for myself. I can't wait for mine to get here because I am terrible. And it sounds terrible. I mean, here I am, a card maker, but I am terrible at getting them out, especially on time. Well, thank you for sharing, Kay. I really appreciate that. So anywho, just something to think about if you want that. It's a great little organizer. And then, of course, there's the Christmas gifting kit, which is also available. And I have one of those coming as well because I love handmade tags. But again, time runs short, and it's great to have these kits to help me put them together. And of course, we have some masculine themed with a little deer on here for all those men hunters and whatnot in your life. And then, of course, anyone who spends $50 with me in my online store will automatically get sent the October tutorial bundle. This bundle is 40 projects, all sorts of projects by 40 different demonstrators. So lots of inspiration inside of these tutorial bundles to get you crafting and creating for sure. There's no specific set, so there's all kinds of, like I said, inspiration. So for anything that you already have, and it's great for looking for ideas for layouts and whatnot, and just use the products that you do have. It's nothing that you have to purchase the products in order to make these things. So they're just really good for inspiration. So anyway, I will send that to anybody who spends $50 in my store. If you choose to, especially if you are already a demonstrator and you don't want to purchase product from me, you can certainly purchase the tutorial. It is in my online store and it is $20. But again, you're getting a lot of value for that $20. There's 40 projects in here. So just letting you know it is available. Alrighty, tonight we are focusing on the Santa Express. This is a really fun suite of product. The entire suite does consist of a bundle of Santa's delivery. Then you have the mini embossing folders, the charming landscapes. It has the iridescent trim. Just checking on Tucker. He decided he wanted to get into his little carriage there, and he's napping. I make sure he wasn't waking up to jump out on me. I'll help him out when he's ready to get out. Adhesive backed stars. Then there's the Santa Express Memories and More pack, the Santa's Express Memories and More cards and envelopes, and then, of course, this really fun Santa Express 12 by 12 designer series paper. And we'll be using some of that tonight. And I will show you the cards we're making. Card number 3, I'm not sure we're going to have time to get to, just because I did do 2 fun folds, but hopefully we will have time. Okay, card number 1. This one's here, and this one is a fun fold that opens like that. So you hide pretty much everything but your little Santa here, which we cut out of our designer series paper. And then here's where you would write your little message. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for joining us. Card number 2 is also a fun fold, and this one's a little bit different. So it looks like a normal everyday card. However, this one opens like so. And I did add a little bit of scrap designer paper there. So when you open it up, you see that peeking out. So that's card number 2. And if time allows, we will have card number 3, which is just a basic normal card. Oh, no worries there, Marsha. We're just getting started. So all you missed was the housekeeping stuff. Oh, the bundle tutorials? Yes, they are pretty cool, Lori. I agree. And I'm glad you enjoy them. Yes, as members of my team, you do get them free as well. Okay, let's get started. Maybe we'll have time for number 3. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. Card number 1. We have a Sahara Sand 4 1/4 by 11. And then I have lots of scrap. I already did my die cutting of my Santa and his sleigh there. Then I have some pieces here. Where's my measurements? I hope I didn't lose them here. I had them all written down. Okay. It appears when I was cleaning up, I may have thrown them away. All right. I'll have to tell you my measurements by putting them on here. I knew I have Evening Evergreen. There's 2 squares. Those are both 3.5 inches square. Then I have 2 pieces of basic white. Those are each 3 3/8 square. Then I have another piece of Evening Evergreen. This is 4 1/4 by 2.5. And the basic white piece is 3.5 by 1 7/8. And you'll see how that all pieces together. All right, now I got to remember my score lines. What the heck did I do with that? I had such a mess in here that I had to clean up so I could even continue. And now I've gone and messed it all up. All right, let's see. What did I do? So we score at, that doesn't seem right. 2.5. 9 3/4, 6 3/4, and my apologies. It's one of them days, like I said. I agreed to pick up hours and work last night, which I should not have done because that totally messed me up. Okay, I found my measurements. I did put them where I thought I put them. Okay. Let's get this right now. So we're going to set all this stuff aside. We're going to bring our trimmer in because we need our scoring blade. And we are going to score at 2.5. Hopefully, see if I can get this where you can see it. All right, so we want 2.5, 3 3/4. Then we need to pull this open. We're going to set this aside. So we need 6 3/4. So that would be right there. And 8 1/4. Okay, so there's all of our score lines. Okay, so next, you're going to fold it back, down, and back. And that's when you bring your bone folder in and you burnish those fold lines. Nice. So you have a nice crease on all of them, just like that. Okay. Next, set that aside with those pieces. I have my 2 pieces of basic white that are 3 3/8 inch squared. I'm going to bring in my baby boss. And I need my number 1 and my number 3. And I have here, these are the Charming Landscapes Embossing folders. So the first one I'm going to use is this little mountain range here. This is for my top piece, and I'm going to put that in just like so. You always want your fold to go in first. That way there's no getting hooked up or caught. Run that through. Oh, hey, Arlene. No worries. Like I said, we're just getting started. So, all right. So there's our first basic white square, and that has our little mountain range. Is that not cute? I love that embossing folder. All right. So we're done with that one. Then we're going to bring in the other one. This one's got our little village here. So we're going to, again, bring in the other basic white square. And these just fit in there. I should go there. That goes here. That folder too close to the, there we go. If you find it won't roll through, pull back. Your folder or your paper might be just a little bit too close to the edge. It doesn't like that. And then there's your little village. Okay. All right. So now we can put that back. Okay. So bring back our evening evergreen squares. And I have some liquid glue here. We're just going to go ahead. Get those on nice like so. So there's our village. And then we want our mountain range. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to stamp my sentiment. That's okay. We'll make it work. Hopefully. I'm getting ahead of myself. You want to stamp your sentiment before you put it through the embossing folder. I have Merry Christmas here because, see, we do have, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We might have to redo this, but that's okay. We'll make it, we'll see what we can do here. I'm using Evening Evergreen ink. Ink that up. And we're just going to stamp that right down here in the bottom. But like I said, just make sure you, if you reproduce this card, run it through after you've stamped it. Yeah, it's not too awful bad. It just looks better if you do it when you're supposed to do it. Okay. Next, bring back our card base. We're going to start with our mountain range. And how this goes on is you want to make sure you have an even border top and sides. Okay. So you don't want to go too far down with your glue. You're just going to take your glue. Actually, probably come down a little bit. And again, like I said, you want to make sure you have even borders on 3 sides. There we go. Then this one goes on the next layer, and you're going to do the same thing. Even borders on 3 sides. Well, thank you, Sue. Okay. So now this one. Let's see. That's going to come down right about there. Make sure. Yep, they look pretty good. Okay. Then we got this next piece. This one, like I said, this measures 4 1/4 by 2 3/8. Now this one, a little bit different. This one pretty much covers the majority of this. You have just a little bit of Sahara sand peeking out there. So there's that. And then this piece, we're going to do a little bit of stamping. Where is, there it is. We have our little post here. And I'm going to stamp that in Sahara sand ink. And that's just going to go right here in the corner. Well, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Okay. I have here, I pulled out all my blends that I'm using on all these projects. So I have to dig through just a little bit. That's for my one piece. What's this one? Yep, that's for the middle. And I used brandy apple and real red. Okay. So all right. So next, I'm going to take my real red and we're just going to color in that right there. And then we have, this is Granny Apple Green. And then these are the blends, the skin tone ones, but I'm using them for kind of like wood. Just want to put that in like so. And this is the piece, like I said, that you would write your message on. Oh, thanks, Kay. I'm glad you like it. Okay. Now we're going to add some adhesive. To this piece. And this is going to go right, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but this goes right up to the fold. Because you want to make sure it's going to be hidden. And you want to there we go. So that when it folds down, you don't see it. Okay. Next, we have our Santa. We need our dimensionals. I think the set is so stinking cute. And these came right directly from the designer paper. Let's see. There's this one that I cut the Santas from. Those line up with the dies perfectly. And then this one here, I got the caboose or whatever you call it, the back end of the train from that. So Santa's traveling the mountain range here. So he goes on just like that. Then our little back of the train here goes on the next level. Now my first card, I didn't get him up quite high enough, because, so he did show a little bit. And you do cover up your village a little bit, but I was more concerned about having the snowflakes in there and just the extra texture. So it's all good. And then he goes in there like so. And I still have his little tires peeking out, but that's okay. I don't mind his tires peeking, but you could go higher and hide it completely. And there's your fun fold. And the best part is it fits in a standard envelope. So no special envelope to send this card. And it opens pretty simple. Okay. So that was card number 1. So put those aside. And then we're going to bring in card number 2, which is our other fun fold. Hey, Bonnie, glad you could make it. And this one, that one starts with, where's my pieces here? Whoop. Slid right out. Okay, so we have here a basic white, 3 inches by 11. Okay, and then it's scored at 2 inches. I should bring it this 2 inches, and then at 6.5. Okay, so this one you're going to fold down and back like so. So you want to make sure you press those out with your bone folder, just like that. Then I have 2 pieces of mint macaron, both measuring 4 1/4 by 5. Okay, and this becomes your front and back of your card. So your back of your card, we're just gonna add our adhesive here, a little extra, and then this just goes on the center. You can see what you're doing. There we go. Then you're just going to add some adhesive to this piece. And then I just find it easiest to, find it easiest to not adhere it like that. There we go. Can't get my hands on it. Just line everything up like so, and then press it down. And now you have your card. Okay. Then I have a piece of that designer series paper that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I have a it's 5 1/4 by 2 piece of petal paint. I have a scrap of basic white. It looks like I need another scrap to cut my circle. And then another scrap this is for my train. And what did I have this? Oh, for my sentiment. And then I saved a little scrap of that designer series paper, and I cut it down to 3 inches. It's like a half, 3/4 of an inch wide, just to add a little extra visual appeal here on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and add that right now so I don't lose this piece, because I see that happening in my little mess that I'm creating here. I hope I'm not the only like tornado crafter. Well, thank you, Arlene. Yeah, great save, huh? Oh. Those things only happen when I'm live, you know. Huh. No, that's not true. They happen to me all the time. Okay. So we're just going to center our designer paper on here, just like so. And then we're going to take our 2-inch petal pink. And that's going to go on the center, like so. All right. Well, let me grab some more basic white. So we need another scrap. To die cut our circle. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next is we're going to get, I'm using the Stylish Shapes dies. I'm using the largest stitched circle. We need to bring in our baby boss. And where is it? Here we go. And our so that goes there. That goes in the garbage. Get that out of the way for a few minutes. Okay. Next, we want our little train. And I have my Memento black ink here. Ink up our train. And we're just going to stamp. That looks terrible. I missed the whole middle. We're going to flip that over because there's two sides to our cardstock. Let's see if I can't get that center inked up. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Much better. Oh, good. I'm not the only one that makes a huge mess then. Okay. So there's our Santa. We're going to let him dry for a second. And then where's my, there it is, my little poofs of smoke. Go ahead and ink those up. And we'll stamp those down. Okay, let that get dry here for a second. Actually, what we can do while that's drying, we'll take our little scrap piece here, and I have my special delivery. And I have Poppy Parade. We're just gonna stamp special delivery. Actually, I think I need a little more. Okay, that looks better. Alrighty. Excuse me. I'm glad you got that DSP too. Now that you know you got a good reason for it. Yeah. Well, I normally would use the foam too, but I have a good stack of grid paper here, so it's making it kind of squishy. So that's how that normally works. But when I was stamping it, I could see I didn't have a good coverage of ink. So even though that would have made it not so good. All right, now I gotta find. I got Poppy Parade. I need my Smoky Slate and Mit Macaron. Okay, let's start with the train and we'll do our Mit Macaron. So we'll start with the smokestack here. Okay. And I'm just looking at my samples so I can remember where I put the light. We did. I love coloring with these alcohol markers. And even though I'm not doing the typical blending and shading that you would normally do with these, you don't have to, but you get a nice streak-free coloring experience, I guess you could say. So that makes it really nice. All right, now we're going to bring in the dark. And you absolutely, if you want to get really fancy with your coloring, you absolutely can. But tonight I wanted to keep these cards as simple as I could, even though you really can get very, very detailed with these because there's so many pieces, especially in the dies. You could do a lot of die cutting and get really fancy. But like I said, I'm just keeping it simple. Especially when you're doing Christmas cards, I think you have to keep it simple because unless you're only sending like a couple to your very besties that you want to get, really detailed. There's nothing wrong with that. But I send like a lot. So I have to keep it really simple or I'd never get them done. My husband, he's a big, I think because he has nothing to do with the making of the cards, he has a big long list of people for me to send them to. Don't forget this one and don't forget that one. All right, now I need my light smoky slate. And the dark. Okay, there's our tire. Now we're going to do old Saint Nick himself. So we need, where is my petal pink? I need to pull them out. Okay, there's petal pink. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, so we're just going to do the light petal pink for his little face. Then we're going to bring in the dark and do little cheeks on him. And his gloves, mittens. It's not gloves. Okay. Now we can do this little outfit. Do a little belly. And we're almost done coloring him in. Okay. There's that. And then one thing I did forget to do on the inside is our little penguin here. He is the cutest little thing. Where's my... So we need our little penguin. He goes right there, like so. And I use the dark smoky slate. And I used the light pumpkin pie to do, oh, I missed his foot. Oh, I did his beak and then the bottom of this foot here in pumpkin pie. But we gotta do his other little foot in the dark smoky, just like that. So there's our sweet little penguin. All right, so now circle. goes on with dimensionals. Oh, yeah, 400 is a little more than I can handle. I send a lot, but not that many. Okay, so there's our circle. We can add adhesive to our special delivery and stick that in there. Oh, you know what? Let's trim that down a little bit. Yeah, that was a little close, but that's okay. That goes down like so. Then need to bring that baby boss back. And where's the dies? We need our choo-choo train. Let me trim this down or it's not going to be friendly. Running through. There we go. If you're too far to the edge, it will not go through. There's something about it. It does not like having paper too close to the edge. Okay, there's that. Then we have the smoke. Is it these two? Yeah. Yeah, these two. Oop. Okay. So we have now our little poofs of smoke, our train, and I need one more little smoke. Yep. There we go. Oop. Flying poofs of smoke. And there's our little choo-choo. Okay. Get all that out of the way, that out of the way. Bring our card back. Oop. Where did my little... There it goes. Goodness gracious. Okay. So, train first. He gets more dimensionals. And he's just going to go on our little die cut circle like so. Then the large poofs of smoke gets a normal sized dimensional. And that comes out of the smokestack like so. Then for the remainder of these little smoke poofs, we need the mini dimensionals. So we're going to do one on that one. And one on that one. So I think this is the medium. So that one's going to come over here onto there. And this one comes off there. And that is card number 2. Isn't it cute? And you could wink a Stella his beard and mustache. You could wink a Stella his. You could get really fun with this, or you could use the puff paint and do his beard all fluffy. Again, you could get as detailed as you'd like. Okay, what time is it? How are we doing? Well, I think we're going to not do card number 3 because I've had you on here now almost an hour. We're like 2 minutes shy of the hour. So I'm not going to keep you guys that long. We still have to do our dies. We have to roll for the next challenge. So what I will do is sometime later this week, I will record this video. I'll record this card on video and then I'll post it that way and you can watch it that way rather than doing a live for one more card. I'm sorry. I had a funny feeling we were going to run out of time because those 2 cards were a little bit more detailed, being 2 fun folds and then all the coloring. So anywho, let's go ahead and do our roll for the next challenge. And then, like I said, I will do this card as a standalone video for you. Okay. Again, this is a really fun suite. I hope you've enjoyed it. Anyway, let me get my space cleaned up here so that we can roll the dice. But like I said, I don't want to keep you. I'd like to respect your time because I know we all have limited amounts of it for sure. Okay, here we go. Got the dice. All right, this week I think we just dumped them out. So last week I think we rolled one at a time. I don't remember now. The weeks all start to blend together. I have no clue. Oh, you're very welcome, Marcia. Oh, thank you, Kay. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks, Arlene. Okay, there we go. What do we got? Sympathy keeps coming up. Over the top. Regals. Blending. And punches. So you have punches, regals, sympathy, over the top, and blending for your challenge options here. Oh, you're so welcome, Kay. I'm glad you enjoyed them, and I appreciate you coming to hang out with me. Like I said, I will have a third card for you this week. Like I said, I just don't want to have you guys hanging out for another half hour to do another card. So, because that one's also got a lot of coloring in it, so there's no way we'd get it done in like. I mean, I don't mind going 10 minutes over for you guys, but it'll take us a little time because of all the coloring. All right, so there's our challenge again. That's kept over on the VIP. If you're interested, all you have to do is choose one, or you can be really challenged and try to fit all 5. But you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, or all 5 in your project, and we just love to ooh and ah with you. So please come on over to the challenge and hang out with us, and let's get creative. Thanks, guys. I hope you all have a fabulous night. And again, I appreciate you hanging out. Have a great night. Bye.